This video is going to focus on calculations, just giving you a little introduction to how they work so that you can explore them on your own. Calculations allow you to blend channels the way layer blend modes allow you to blend layers, only there are even a few extra added things that you can do there. And this is just going to be a very surface intro because we're not going to get super in depth into these. If you are more interested in using calculations, we will talk about a specific way to use them in a future class, and you can also look into it further online and look up various ways to use calculations. But I just want you to know they're there and to be able to look to them as a possible way to modify a channel, making two channels, making a new channel, which would serve as a selection. So let's go ahead and find calculations. They are under Image, down here, Calculations. Here is the dialog box right here. Let me get this out of the way, sorry. And you can see here we have two source codes and we have a blending method. All right, so in this we are taking a source from this image. Right now we're on the background layer. We only have a background layer on this image, but we can choose the channel. I'm going to choose the blue channel. I've looked ahead at this, and this one provides a lot of difference between the lights and darks. And what I want to do here is just kind of provide a more advanced look at the lights, a more contrasty look. So in this case, maybe I want to use some of the contrast enhancing calculations, blend modes such as overlay, soft light, hard light. Each of these will give you more definition between the darks and lights. It increases. You also notice you have in the ability to use this as a mask, or you can change the opacity of this. You can change the result from channel to document or selection if you prefer that, so you can actually save it as a different document, different source document, and work with it that way. But I'm going to leave it at channel, and I like this hard light layer because I want it to very specifically look at the lights. And when I make this, when I click OK, we get a new channel down here. Let me pull out the channels panel here and go down, and it makes a new alpha channel, which is this one right here, which, as you can see, we started with the blue channel, which had good contrast, but this one has really excellent contrast. This one allows you to take those light areas and enhance them even further. So that means when I Command or Control click on this, go back to my composite to get the way that the image looks. I'm going to slide this back in here. I think I am. There we are. There we go. And go to my layers panel. I can copy and paste that light area. That's all that is right there. And multiply that, giving me a little more detail in all those lights. If I zoom in here, look at the difference. How much more detail I've got coming in. Look at that area specifically right in there. If I take that off, see how it goes now from solid white to giving me texture in here. And that's what it's all about, is taking two channels in order to increase the viability or the usefulness of a channel as a starting point for a selection. You can see also I've got it up here in the sky. That came in as very light because I was in the blue channel. It also pumps up the value of the sky. So down here in the fence, it gives me nice texture in the fence as well, brings in the little details of the aging of the fence. So that is one way to use calculations, and just a very brief introduction to how they work. Again, you can look further at them In the future, we'll be using them to do something called frequency separation, and so I will demonstrate that. But for this week, I just wanted to give you a short little introduction to show you where they were and tell you what they're used for.